Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be an ocean that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
Hi, Michael Ann here from Michael Ann Spoiled Mama on YouTube. I do live streams on Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern, and I do the occasional pop-up live. I cover a wide variety of topics, from live action roleplay to cooking to essential oils, travel, family, and most recently, cruising. I had the honor, through the generosity of a friend, to be able to be a part of the inaugural Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise aboard the Carnival Horizon. Myself and about 45 other people, representing about 27 other channels and supporters, to be on the inaugural cruise. And we were able to accompany our first recipient, Kenny, or as we know him, Boardman, aka Kenneth Oakes, on this incredible experience of a lifetime. We were also able to meet up with about 4 or 5 other supporters and channels pre-cruise at a meetup. You can only imagine how excited Kenny was boarding that ship on the first day, or the first seeing the ocean, or so many other first, sampling new foods. It was a first for me too. I've seen the ocean many times, but it was my first time aboard a cruise ship. And I know how excited I was. Since the inaugural cruise, there have been 2 other couples that have been recipients of a group cruise in March of 2023. Looking to the future, I am excited to see there are many more cruises coming up with potential for more recipients to receive a cruise. In April of this year, 2023, I had the honor of being voted onto the board of Helping Hands for Cruising as the first Canadian member. I am so excited for the possibilities this opens up. But we can't do it without the support of you or others. Please donate if you can. Share us out among the communities. We want to be able to have recipients worldwide go on cruises of a lifetime. We appreciate any support we can get, helping us grow, so that we can make it a dream a reality for so many others. Check our website, Helping Hands 4 cruising.org. Subscribe to Helping Hands for Cruising YouTube channel if you haven't already. Join us August 25th and 26th for our cruise-a-thon. And if you're seeing this in the future, watch for other cruise-a-thons and activities. We appreciate you, everyone. Thanks for your time. Bye for now.
Well, g'day, folks. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. First of all, let me go into the chat very quickly. Let me explain first up. Michael Ann did do that recording just before the last cruiseathon that we had up there, and she certainly did put forward a great message there, and for that we are grateful, and we thank her very much for it. She is a valued member of our board, as all our board members are valued members. They are all volunteers, and being a volunteer, obviously they do not get recompensed for their time. However, we appreciate anybody's time and effort that they put into assisting Helping Hands, because at the end of the day, we've got some really big goals that we need to achieve. So Michael Ann is actually going on a cruise in just under 20 days. And she'll be taking along our fourth recipient, Roxy. So I believe, great news, we're going to be having a great cruise, I believe. Roxy will be really excited, and she won't know what's ahead of her. We will certainly change her life, as you can see with Michael Ann, with Kenny, and we got Shaz and Gaz on that cruise as well, and Troy from Canada. At any rate, he's Canadian, so a couple of Canadians, and also V and Steve will be on that cruise. So lots of fun people going on the cruise and lots of fun times. First of all, let me say g'day to the Down Under cruisers. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. And obviously we're saying g'day back to the Ducks. So there we go. Nice to have you here. Anyway, let me show you the cruise that Michael Ann and Roxanne and Amy and all of those are going to be going on, because I think you're going to be absolutely jealous of the type of cruise these guys are having. Yeah, so as you can see, it's going to be a great cruise. They're going to some fantastic places, though, all of those people. And, well, what do you know? It's going to be good fun. Oh, there we go. Welcome aboard, Joe. Nice to have you here, buddy. Oh, Hal. And Nick survived Las Vegas. Awesome. Let's see what happens next, buddy. Get yourself all organized for your great sojourn overseas in Germany. So just under 20 days for young Roxy to be on a cruise ship. It'll be her first cruise. It'll be the first time she'll have gone on the seas and just enjoyed the fun and the time that is expected. So that is going to be great. G'day, Jonesy. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. And speaking of Jonesy, as you folks may or may not know, we're starting to come up into the cruising season down under. The ships are starting to make their way down under. I believe that Ovation of the Seas is just on its way to Japan, because that's what Chris Wong was saying. He's on his Trans-Pacific cruise from Miami, I believe, all the way through to Japan, and then after that, it's headed down under. So they'll be having a pretty good time down under and enjoying fun here. Okay, so let me see. Joe is saying that his Christmas card list is getting organised. Mate, you are 15 paces ahead of me because I'm only in October, not anywhere near December mentally. Jonesy's saying g'day to Nick and Joe, and of course Joe's returning the pleasantries in kind. So I don't know about you guys, but the Aussies, those of you that did watch the game, did your team win? I have no idea who won the game on Saturday. To be honest, don't really care. But I know that there's going to be some good teams playing. The Storm versus the Panthers on this week Sunday for the grand final for the NRL. So that's going to be really the big game. And yeah, it'll be the day after we do the Helping Hands for Cruising board meeting. Joe is going to be in Tassie in 2026. That's awesome, mate. How do you intend to get down there? You're going to be driving through and then go on the Spirit of Tassie, or you're going to fly right over? I know you're not afraid of flying, so it'll be awesome to see what happens and whether or not you make your way over there. I would like to just bring up the next cruise because, well, look, first of all, Helping Hands, we're trying to get as many people to sponsor, if not go on the actual cruises, but to sponsor Helping Hands and the various cruises that are going on. So, for example, Amy's cruise is already sold out. The one that Roxanne is going on, pretty much sold out. The board is meeting on Saturday to decide a recipient for Bruce's cruise and also some recipients for the rock and roll. Now, the rock and roll is really the big one that we're all looking forward to. But just to have a look and see how things are panning out. First of all, Jonesy is saying bussy guesses, and Joe is saying, yep, well done, Jonesy, you guessed well. 16-day coach trip with a friend of his. That's going to be an awesome cruise. And going on a coach is a cruise because you cruise down through all the nature and have a look-see at everything. That's going to be absolutely amazing. Nick is saying he got to go to the Grand Canyon for the third time. I haven't even been there once, and you've been there 3 times. Anyway, it's still beautiful, and it's still very beautiful every time you go. You've been there 3 times now, so unless you're bringing someone there for the first time, you're never going back. Well, you never know. You might bring some special lady there. Joe is saying day 1 from Dubbo to Shep. We'll catch up with friend in Marupna at the same time. Mate, that's going to be awesome. Jonesy is saying we will catch up somewhere, Joe. Yep, absolutely you will. And Joe is saying it's a very exclusive tour as the coach only seats 20 people. Joe, you're not that big. You don't take up 20 seats. Jonesy is saying that's nice. Yeah, like I said, you don't take up 20 seats, Joe. Anyway, moving right along. So, Thursday night is going to be the decider as to whether or not Ilana and I make this next cruise. Have a look at it and tell me what you think.
Have you been dreaming of an Alaskan cruise? Or maybe you've taken one before and you just can't wait to go again. If so, the Helping Hands for Cruising Group Cruise is just the cruise for you. June 15th through June 22nd, 2025, you will set sail on the magnificent Norwegian Encore. This amazing group cruise will take you to Juneau, Skagway, a majestic cruise through Glacier Bay, Ketchikan, a stop in Victoria, British Columbia before arriving back in Seattle. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com today to find out how you can be a part of this fantastic group cruise to Alaska. This is one you definitely don't want to miss.
Yep, sure do. You definitely don't want to miss that one. Like I said, Alaska's a bucket list cruise for us. So see how we go. Let me see. Nick is saying, yeah, he found spaghetti ice in Las Vegas too. Really? Was it as good as Melbourne? Joe is going, nah, there are other people with him. Oh, that sounds great. That's awesome. Good on you, Jonesy. Yep, it's going to be a great trip for you, especially going down, checking out your mate in Marupna, heading down. Maybe you catch up with us when you're on your way down to Jonesy, and yeah, all things will be fun. But Dubbo to Shep is a long trip in day one. Nick is going, no, not as good as the one in Melbourne. Well, there you go. At least Melbourne's got some great stuff. Now, I want to know whether it's as good as in Melbourne as it is in Germany. Okay, so we've got Roxanne going on Amy's cruise. We're in the throes of having some discussions for the Alaska trip, and we'll see how that pans out. And then finally, we've got some other recipients going on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, and that's going to be an awesome cruise because we're just going to go all over the show. By the way, Jonesy, Ilana, and I will be headed down to Tassie in March. The one in September didn't pan out. Joe, what month are you headed down to Tassie? And in actual fact, anybody who's across the pond, Nick, you missed out on Tassie. Tassie has got to be one of the most beautiful islands that Australia has. So, yeah, it would be fun. All right, let me bring this one up because this one is really the piece de resistance. This particular cruise is going to be making a fair bit of money for Helping Hands in that proportion of the cruise fare is actually being donated to Helping Hands for Cruising, and as a result, it is tax deductible. The fact that Helping Hands is a 501c3 in the US, we're attempting to get the same sort of stuff down here, down under. It's just taking a little bit longer than we expected, but we've changed our accountants down under, so that will make life that much easier, I believe, because the accountant that we've got is actually looking at helping us, which is really the key thing. Anyway, let's have a look at the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise and folks, tell me which one of you are actually going to be joining us. that's going to be one hell of a cruise, that one. So we're going to be looking forward to that. And obviously, we're going to have some new recipients on board there, and it's going to be absolutely quite amazing. By the way, currently we're looking at a little over 65 cabins sold for that particular cruise, and are looking for another 150 if we can make it. If we can get another 150 cabins, that'll be over 200 cabins. So, folks, let's do what we can do to get as much of those cabins sold. The last thing we want to do is let Bruce go away with his tail between his legs. This is going to be one hell of a cruise, and it's one hell of an opportunity so that we can get Helping Hands for Cruising up there and growing. And that's what we want. Okay, Joe has said it will be October 26th, and they have a group down there right now. The registration on the coach is Tango Victor 5594, which is quite exciting. Nick is saying, yeah, he's been to Western Australia. Most of you have never been to Western Australia. That's true. But most of you, well, you might be an exception. Most of you have never been to all 50 states. Jonesy is saying, I was working next to the Indian Ocean today on the west coast. It was freezing. Let me ask you a question. Was it freezing or was it frickin' freezing? Joe is saying, sorry to be a party pooper, but he's running low on spoons and needs sleep to recharge. Mate, you know what? Thank you for popping in. It was great to see you, and you have a great night's sleep, and you have an awesome day tomorrow. I will not be on the live tomorrow. It is Jewish New Year tomorrow night, so I will explain a little bit more about that a little later on. Nick is saying his German lady friend was fired from her job last Tuesday. She said she's happy about it, so she's busy looking for a new one. So he's not going to hear from her for a while. Well, that's a shame, but I hope she does get some good work and a much better position than she had before. Jonesy saying good night to Joe, and Nick is saying she will reach back out when she's ready. She knows when that plane will be there in April in Munich. Well, I'm hoping she's not out of a job until April. Hope she finds work real quick. Nick is saying he's been to 48 out of the 50 states. He's not been to Alaska or Hawaii. Well, the question is, when are you going to do them both? FF, female friend, not lady friend. That has a connotation. Thank you, Jonesy, for clarifying that. All right, so yeah, we'll be having the board meeting on this weekend on Saturday. Hopefully everybody can attend, and we will be doing some great discussion. There are a few things on the agenda right now which are going to make a huge difference to the way things work, so we're looking forward to that. It's going to be great. Freaking freezing. Thank you for that. It is freaking freezing. Yep. Well, that's what happens when we get so low down there. The weather sucks. But I believe we're getting into heat wave territory this weekend. I believe we'll have 25 degrees. Not that that's a heat wave for us down under, because we've been known to have 43 degrees here in Melbourne. So, yeah. So, okay. So what else can I tell you? Very simply, just for those that are on the replay, we need more recipients, and the way we get recipients is you can put together a 2 to 5 minute video nominating somebody who's not a family member. All you need to do is just nominate them, put it onto a video, and upload it to the helpinghandsforcruising.org website. Helping Hands, the number 4 cruising.org website, and in there you will find a spot where you can place your videos, and they will be brought up, sent to the board, and we will then deal with it accordingly. Now, the same thing is, if you are a creator that does cruising and you want to host a cruise a cruise that is Helping Hands for Cruising supported, then all you need to do is put together a video, a 2 to 5 minute video that sells your group and the reasons why you want to host a cruise. And then obviously the board will do its due diligence and either approve it or disapprove it, depending on how people feel. But at the end of the day, folks, if we can get as much support as we possibly can, we would be great. It would be greatly appreciated. Now, for those of you that may or may not be aware, we're of the Jewish faith, and as a result, tomorrow night is the start of the Jewish New Year. So as a result, we will not be doing a live tomorrow as the Down Under Cruisers. In actual fact, at the moment, it's a bit touch and go as to whether or not we'll be doing a live on the weekend. We will be doing our best to see if we can, but if we can't, I'm sorry, folks. You'll just have to live without us. And I know you're absolutely riveted by us being here, but what can I say? Ship happens. All right. So all I want to do is, first of all, at this particular point, if there's anybody out there that I know this might sound a little bit corny, but if there's anybody out there who I may have offended over the last 12 months, my apologies. Please, if you can find it in your heart to forgive me, that would be greatly appreciated. As we go into the new year with a prayer of peace going on around the world, because at the moment, nobody's doing any nice things for anybody, which is really sad. And I don't want to get political. I'm not a political person. But at the end of the day, it would be nice if we all did something nice for each other and treat each other with respect. As a result, I would like to just mention this. G'day, Stream Elements. Stream Elements is saying, Helping Hands for Cruising would like to thank you for your donation. So if you have already donated or on a monthly plan of donations, awesome. We greatly appreciate it. Because what that does is it gives somebody else the opportunity to change their life and have a cruise of a lifetime, have a vacation of a lifetime. All you need to do is ask those that have been in the been a recipient as to whether or not they've actually changed their life, and you'll find Kenny unbelievably has his life changed from being in a place with his dad in Kingsport, Tennessee, to being in a place of his own, and dad not far away for him to be able to check him out. In terms of James and Cindy Catanese, their life has been changed because they've been opened and exposed to other ways of meeting up with people and traveling. Scott and Amber Hicks, has their life been changed? Absolutely, because if it wasn't for the cruise, they would not have experienced a different way for them to get their family together. As a result, there is growth all along. Now, Roxy, who knows how this will change? But as far as we're concerned, we wish her and the team she's going with the most amazing cruise. The good news is they will have a lot of fun. And as a result, because they'll have a lot of fun, there will be change in their life. People will grow and everything will work out well. Having said that, folks, I want to take the opportunity of wishing you all a healthy, happy, peaceful new year. And also, what I'm going to do is just to give you a heads up as we go through this month. So we will be going into daylight saving, and those of you across the pond will be coming out of daylight saving. As a result, the times will change. So for us, we will still do our sessions, the Helping Hands for Cruising sessions at 8 p.m. on a Tuesday night. That, unfortunately, for you, those of you across the pond, will be 4 a.m. Eastern on your side of the pond. So if you're up and about, fantastic, join us. Otherwise, catch us on the replay. Having said that, folks, Nick is saying it's always good to be working towards the goal. Returning to Europe for the third time will be a lot of fun, 205 days. And I can tell you, we will be stateside for the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. We cannot wait. Jonesy's going to be joining us. That's going to be awesome. We will be having, we're looking at getting another 2 or 3 Australian families to come and join us. The only problem is for an Aussie, the flights are hellishingly expensive. But you know what? There will be some exciting things going on, and we'll have some surprise guests coming with us. So we look forward to spending time with you all and having great fun. Nick is saying that it'll be 3 a.m. Central. Yeah, that's right. It will be. Sorry, mate. But I know you get up bright and early to get yourself organised for work. So there we go. Thank you, Jonesy, and we wish you and your family the best in terms of New Year. May you have a peaceful, safe, healthy, happy New Year, and may the 2024-25 period be an awesome period for everybody. Lots of prosperity and peacefulness. Having said that, folks, I think I'm done. I can give you more of a heads up on Tuesday next week about what happened at the board meeting. Have a great day, and we shall catch you all later. Have an awesome time, and thank you for attending. Take care.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.